Hi guys, it's Zellen here. I'm sorry that I have been away for the winter holiday, but things here were pretty crazy. To start off with, we had ongoing drama with my mother, which sort of continued, um, followed by in laws coming down for a little under 2 weeks to visit. Um, so, a full house decorating, working, um, cleaning, and Julian, my little boy, went to his dad's for winter break, and just all sorts of fun stuff. But it's been really good. All in all, even though I've been super busy and I haven't been making videos for you guys, I have still been doing my year in a day with Charlie Says Go. Though I haven't been able to really be on the forums as much as I would have liked, I am still doing the journaling and doing the stuff here at the house. Um, Certain things I've had to tweak a bit, but all in all, I'm really liking it. I definitely think that if you're going to do this year in a day with Timothy Roderick's book, I think it's Timothy Roderick. I could have just given the wrong name, but anyway, the year in a day book that I've been working with. Um, Definitely take it with a small salt mine when it comes to the correspondences and stuff, and any of the wording of the chants or the rituals. Um, if it doesn't feel right for you, don't be afraid to change it. And that goes with any book. If it's not worded the way that you want, I would just change it. It's just that simple. Sorry. Good old laptop webcams. And kitties moving all over the place. Got Al over here. Anyway, um, so it's been really busy. Just really, really busy and really stressful. But all good. There's been some interesting stuff. Um, Christmas Eve we had a huge. I ate way too much food over this last week. Ugh, like I feel ill now. I've been feeling ill for like a week and a half. Just way too much food. Um, and not even for lack of like trying to cut back in how much I'm actually eating, but it's just like, ugh, just too much. Um, so yeah, but we had a great big lobster feast. Um, yeah, we had lobster for Christmas Eve. And then Christmas dinner we had over at a friend's. And then we had leftovers from the lobster turned into a stew. It was a mussel soup that I made for what's it called? Boxing Day, and there was just the whole time was just a get up and go kind of thing. Not to mention, I also spent the whole time, like most of my spare time was spent going through these boxes I have had, and it was my ex had finally given me back some of my stuff. You stay out of there. Um, my ex finally gave me back some of my stuff that I had to leave behind. Um, a lot of it was photos, which was really nice to be able to get, a lot of my childhood memories back. Places that I worked, camping trips, all sorts of stuff. Um, Sorry, yawning. Um, and then I was also able to get a lot of my books back, so I was able to get, I've got a couple of books now that are in doubles. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. Either I'll sell them or I'll give them away or something. We'll figure that out as it comes along. Um, some of the other stuff that I got two of my old Athames back and one of my a sword. Um, Although the sword was my ex gave it to me as a 20th birthday gift. Um, and I personally am very superstitious when it comes to knives. I don't believe knives should be a gift. I believe that they should be paid for. And so yeah, he insisted that it was a gift, and I was very uncomfortable with it and stuff like that, and I never used it. And then probably about 6 months later was when I broke up with him and finally left. And I can't help but things went really bad around my birthday and following it. So it was like, it was an interesting coincidence, I think. The other thing that some of the other stuff that I got back was I got back a couple of my other ritual tools, including a couple of my chalices. I used to have like 3 of them for different purposes. Like I had a silver one, I had a ceramic sort of mug style one, and then I later found a stoneware goblet. And so that wound up being my main one. But the silver one, which used to actually be on my altar itself, he had turned around and taken it and used it as an ashtray. And so when I got it back, it had about 1.5 to 2 inches worth of pressed cigarette ash in it. It was about a little bit more than a quarter full of cigarette ash pressed into like I actually had to soak it and scrape it with a knife to get it to even come out. I was tempted to actually go and get like a nail and a hammer and chisel this ash out because it was so packed. So yeah. And I could tell that was something that was done completely out of spite, like, fuck her kind of thing. Especially because knowing where I had left it on my altar. And shortly after I left, he told me that apparently this altar was on a shelf. But he said apparently the cats jumped up on the shelf and knocked down. I had a statue of Athena that I bought at the Parthenon. And apparently the cats jumped up on the shelf and broke the statue. And I told him at the time, just take the pieces and wrap it in a piece of paper and put it in one of my boxes. And give it back, and I'll deal with it when I get it back. Not a big deal. But knowing him and knowing the cats that we're dealing with, those cats would have never in a million years jumped up there. And knowing that the chalice was used as an ashtray and the rabbit pelt that I had as an altar cloth on there was covered in dog slobber, to the point where it was like crusty. It was really gross, but all of it washed out when I got it back. He must have smashed it. He must have gotten angry and smashed everything. Which is, of course, then why, I broke your statue. Or, the cat broke your statue. So, yeah. But it was kind of nice getting some of it back. It took a lot of work to clear it all up, though. Not only was everything so filthy, my hands were black when I went through the box the first time. And there was probably, he gave me, I think it was like 10 or 11 boxes back. And 4 of which were nothing but garbage. Was all garbage. It was, oh, awesome, I need the manual for this. I don't need the manual for the Jolly Jumper anymore. I don't need the manual for this. I don't need the instruction book for your mother's television. I never owned anything with dolphins. Particularly pink ones with sparkles. Those aren't mine. So there's quite a selection of stuff where it's like, this isn't mine. What is this shit doing in here? But I was able to get a lot of my stuff back, which was nice. So that was what took up a lot of my time. And otherwise, I was able to get the invitations done. I'll be sending them tomorrow. Hoping that everything in the bank has gone through. that I have money for postage. And then I will, excuse me, I'm done with my chemise, so the next sort of step with that is to make the skirt. And it's just sort of a plugging along sort of thing. Yeah, my next two big projects are making the skirt for my dress for the wedding, finishing the girls' dresses for the wedding, or helping the girls finish their dresses for the wedding, and their chemises, like their skirts and chemises, and doing the wedding favors, which is going to be a lot of work, but that's okay. We'll get it done. Anyway, we're at like 11 minutes now, so I'm going to let you guys go. Let me know if there's anything you want me to do a video on. If you want me to show you some of this stuff that I got back, leave a comment below. I'll do that. Anyway, love you guys. I hope you all had a safe and wonderful holiday season, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.